Alright, what's up guys, it's ETWH9 and I'm here on this Battle of Falkirk recreation map and Age of Empires 2 map in Minecraft anyway, and here's the town center that I redid in default texture pack for the people who like it. I realized that in order to help the most amount of people possible, I'm going to have to start working with default a little bit, even though I hate it. And I mean, no matter how bad I push the texture pack that I'm using, there will still be people who are just like, you know what, I really like the buildings, so I just want to figure out how to build them in default on my own server or on 360 version or whatever. So I redid it with wood because there's no real thatch blocks. Oh, wow. There's no real thatch blocks in default, so I used the next best thing, which was wood. And on this side, I used just the full blocks, like to illustrate how it was with the other pack, but in this one I was able to use a lot more slabs and stairs and things like that. So you'll notice that the roof looks a lot more detailed. And on the back here, this is how it would look with just the wool blocks. So first things first, I broke my mouse today, so I'm using a really old one right now, and the mouse clicks on it are really loud and obnoxious. So I'll be doing the tutorial over here in a voiceover, so I hope that goes fine. But the last thing I need to talk about on here is this arch, because using stairs for the arches, it does add a lot of detail, it makes them look good and stuff, but if you're going for a more smooth look, it might actually be better to use full blocks because they appear to give a more smooth round effect as opposed to the stairs. And if you can see what I mean, this is kind of a sharp angle like this, and then a flat section, and then another angle. And that's not really how the feudal age town center was, so that's why I like the way it is in my pack, and also on the other side here. It's more Age of Empires-y this way, but from a Minecraft perspective, this does look better, and I would build it like that if it was on my own time or my own building or whatever. But since I'm trying to emulate the style of Age of Empires, that's how I did this. But in the texture pack that I'm using for the build, this does look really good. It looks a little bit more advanced, which is why you can expect to see it over on Edward Longshank's side of the river, because he's in the Castle Age, and the buildings over here, well, like that, are that would be thatch, and that's more feudal. So anyway, I'll be right back with the voiceover tutorial on the town center. Alright, I'm back, and this is the town center kind of half built. I did it to save time. You start out with a 9x9 square. The corners are 7 high. These are 9 high in the center here. Everything's 3 apart, so that's pretty simple. On the edges over here, you've got, these are 3 high, and another 3 high. Everything's got a space of 3 in between it from now on, so there's a space of 3, then that stack of 3, and so on. Then there's 2 on the corner, and then 2 in the very front, like this. So you can see those are over there. And I think I'm going to start building now. So I've got the planks, or not the planks, the slabs that I'm putting on top of these right now. So that's the first step. Then I'll just go through and replace, or actually build this beam right here. This will serve to cut off half of the half of the blue banner later. So it just looks weird if there's a full block of blue all along it. So now you need your 2 different colors of wood if you're doing it in default. If you're doing it with my texture pack, then there's, or not really mine, but if you're doing it with a texture pack, maybe you have wool blocks so you can work with it. So full blocks go in the center like this. They kind of form the backbone of the little side roof, if you will. So yeah, there's planks in the middle and then stairs on the outside. If you really felt like it, you could replace the slabs on the outside with some darker color. It might look better. So yeah, this whole roof design looks a little bit better when you've got stairs that you can use instead of full blocks, like I said earlier. But anyway, pretty much just with this tutorial, you're just gonna have to maybe watch how I do it, and then build. I mean, it's kind of hard to do commentary, at least for me right now. It's kind of hard to comment on this whenever I'm not actually physically building it. Right now, voiceover is kind of a weird thing. I don't think I'll do that very often, or anymore, really. So stairs would go right here on the ends. And you could either do it like that, or you can put a full block. I think I put a full block on the other one. And it's also supposed to be the dark wood. So this is the fourth spot where you would have dark wood on there. So yeah, I think I'll leave that one as a stair here, just to kind of see it from two different ways. So after that's done, the little side roof, or on the little extensions is done. You got to go under here and place upside down stairs. This kind of just forms a sort of a beam underneath it. That's kind of it looks like it's supporting it a little bit. So yeah, you just come along here with your whatever color slabs and just plop those up on the ceiling, just like that. And then you've got a nice little backbone running down it. So flying up to the inside, you would take your logs and go up. This is at 4 high, so the ceiling will be, or the room will be 3 high inside. I like to put this log going straight up right there because it looks good from underneath and as a floor. Here's where your blue wool would go. This is it's not gonna show on the inside at all, but from the outside, like over there, it's a half of a strip. So you don't replace the logs that are there with it. I think it looks better if you just have the blue in between the logs. This brown wool is kind of characteristic of the peasant class, is at least how I use it. So you'll see that with pretty much all my builds. Then we've got, if you want to put a ladder like I did in the actual show around or whatever, the ladder would go here in the corner. So that's what that was all about. You just put ladders on it, obviously. Come around and fill in this beam right here, also in the middle. Just I like the way it looks when you have a log facing the outside with it. I think I fill this in with wool right now, just really just kind of for the hell of it, to kind of save time. You can really just kind of design these any way you want, like I've said before. I mean, just like that, or like that. So it doesn't really matter how you decide to do it. It's personal preference, I guess. Then you would come along and fill in this beam all along here. This will be at the height of the corners. So then I also like the way this looks when you have one log sticking straight out like that. That's something I figured out that looks pretty good. So that's pretty much done with all of that except for the roof, really. These little bits right here I like to put in just to hide the top of the blue, because I feel like the blue is overwhelming if you don't. You can do any kind of little window design if you want, like that, or but I like it the way it is like that, because it kind of it's a way to prevent you from walking out, but or falling out if you have a bed next to it or whatever. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start on the ceiling now. This is also kind of difficult to explain, but you basically just go a line of 3 wool and then 1 more on top towards the center. You would do that all the way around. I think I only build the front of this roof just to save time. My recording program is actually terrible. It records in pretty good quality, but the problem is it uses up so much space on my computer that if I don't do these tutorials in a timely manner, then it takes up way too much room, and my computer will end up filling up all of its spare room with like one video. So if there's a way I can save time, I will in my tutorials. But anyway, so right here I'm just kind of doing these little designs on the ends of the roof. So again, just kind of look at what I do, follow it, and you'll understand it once you put up one side. I'll also do the other side right over here in just a second. But you also place upside down stairs at every corner of the lighter color. So then you'd take your slabs and just chuck those up on the underside of it. And that kind of just creates a contrast of sorts. So here we'll go again. Stairs up like that, 2 stairs, and then yeah, one facing the inside, and then you've got that little top bit. I think it looks pretty good. Again, if this is too confusing to see one time through, just kind of pause and rewind it or whatever. I think I'll do my tutorials a little bit more concisely from now on. I'll build this beforehand and then kind of just show it, and it'll be a little bit better. Let me know in the comments if you like that idea better than an actual video of me building it. I think that would be easier for everybody. But anyway, so we'll start the roof now, and you basically just want to kind of fill it in at the same level that it is on the outside as well, with the lighter color on the inside of the roof. The dark on the outside is what gives it a highlight of sorts. And I think I actually do this wrong at first. So yeah, this right here that I'm about to do should actually be planks on top of there instead of logs. So I'll replace that in a minute. But yeah, I'm gonna notice here in just a second that that's not right. I'm just waiting for myself to realize I derped. I'll look over at the other one and be like, oh crap. And I like fly over here and I'm like, what? What? I'm like scratching my head at this point because I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. That's the problem with kind of complex builds, is it's really easy to mess up if you don't have it down like verbatim with how it's built. So I only practiced this thing. So anyway, you would fill in these logs at the height of 9, and you would do it just like you did the floor below, and then fill the top with the planks, and that will make a lot better of a presentation on the roof. So you could leave that plank all the way to the outside, or that slab all the way to the outside, but I think it looks better like that if you knock it back one. So this looks like pretty much it. There's where your ladder would be. You come inside, put all the beds here, or whatever. If you actually want it to be town center, you would put the beds in there, but you can really just do whatever you want to with the interior. The backside, you would just completely copy it just like it was. I'm going to look at the other texture pack here and see how it looks. It looks pretty awesome. So anyway, if you like this tutorial, then go ahead and comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I should be putting out an update video this week on the project. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Oh, well, I can cut this out. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Oh, chests. I guess that's not really important. Table. Maybe that's important. Yeah, that table is important. Okay. Huh. And we'll go ahead and the video